If you're an artist, being asked to headline the Super Bowl halftime show is one of the biggest highlights of your career and a sign of your stardom in contemporary pop culture. And there are some amazing female celebrities who have headlined this show and can tick it off their bucket list. This club is pretty exclusive too. In this video, let's talk about the female musicians who have headlined the Super Bowl halftime show, starting off with the exclusive club. Like so many iconic women who have headlined the show, there's one more iconic musician that's about to join this exclusive club. And when we say exclusive, we mean those women who headlined alone or co-headlined with another female solo star, like J-Lo and Shakira. Remember those two? They made us swoon over them, hoping we'd be as fit and beautiful as them when we hit our mid-40s and 50s. In this list, we won't be counting women who were part of a halftime ensemble, because we'll be adding more women to this list, like Broadway legend Carol Channing and soprano Marguerite Piazza in 1970, which was the 4th Super Bowl. Oh, and then we also couldn't forget Mary J. Blige at the All-Star Hip Hop celebration that happened earlier this year. As we said, it's pretty much a huge deal if you're asked, and it's as important to ride on that selection, not to forget millions of advertising dollars, and all that money that's made carefully. If they put an artist on that stage even a year or two too early, or just as bad, too late, the show won't hit the numbers it needs to hit. So here are the superstar women who have headlined the Super Bowl halftime show and rocked the stage. First we have Diana Ross. There are certain guests that are supposed to appear during the show, but because Diana Ross is just so iconic, there weren't any guests with her, and she stole the show by herself. This halftime show happened back on January 29, 1996, and Ross was 51 at the time. The location of the performance and the game was Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona, and the setlist consisted of some great songs like Stop in the Name of Love, You Keep Me Hanging On, Baby Love, and You Can't Hurry Love. Not just them, but she also performed Why Do Fools Fall in Love and Chain Reaction, among others. And even though Ross had 18 number ones on the Hot 100 list, combining Supremes and some other solo releases to choose from, she actually made room for a cover of Gloria Gaynor's classic disco song, I Will Survive. At this halftime, Vanessa Williams sang the national anthem. Next up, Shania Twain. Back in 2003, Shania Twain took the stage by storm, and all of us were pretty much in awe. Interesting that it's been almost a decade since a country singer performed at the halftime Super Bowl. Shania Twain was the last to do it during Super Bowl 37 in San Diego, California in 2003. Her performance was outstanding, and if you go ahead and watch it right now, it holds up very nicely compared to some other modern productions of the show. It was actually in the middle of a mini comeback for Twain, having released her first new album in 5 whole years. She also started with the show with Man, I Feel Like a Woman, before she went on to perform Up, which was a song from her new album of the same name. Usually, it happens that the performer changes clothes in between the show, but Shania wore the same outfit throughout and completely rocked the stage with her confidence. The crowd especially went crazy when she herself went up during Up. Following that, Madonna, the queen of pop, performed at the Super Bowl halftime show back in 2012 on February 5th with guests LMFAO, Nicki Minaj, CeeLo Green, and MIA. She was also 53 at the time. Imagine being great at your job for more than 4 decades. She performed at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis with the setlist Vogue by Madonna, Music Party Rock Anthem, and Sexy and I Know It, that was performed by Madonna and LMFAO. The next one was Give Me All Your Lovin' by Madonna with Nicki Minaj and MIA, then Open Your Heart, Express Yourself, and Like a Prayer were also performed by Madonna with Green. Apart from that, the song performed by Madonna with MIA and Minaj actually entered the Hot 100 at number 13 after the show, and even peaked at number 10 the next week. Not only that, but the show received just 1 Emmy nomination for Outstanding Lighting Design and Lighting Direction for a variety special. At that time, the Super Bowl halftime didn't used to get a lot of Emmy nominations back then, but thankfully it does now. So if it happened today, there would be a line of Emmy nominations and wins too. Moving on, Beyonce. Beyonce performed at the 2013 Super Bowl on February 3rd at the age of 31 with the members of her previous band Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams. It was performed at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, New Orleans, and the setlist included some of the most iconic songs of Beyonce as a solo artist and Destiny's Child, like Run the World, Girls, Crazy in Love, End of Time, Bootylicious, Independent Woman, Single Ladies, and that one beautiful song, Halo. The Emmys loved this show and gave 3 nominations that included an Outstanding Special Class, Short-Form Live-Action Entertainment Program. So that got Queen Bee her first of 8 future Emmy nominations. It's a crime. She hasn't won any Emmys yet, so when she does, it's gonna be a big breakthrough. We also have Katy Perry, along with guests Missy Elliott and Lenny Kravitz. Katy Perry headlined the halftime show in 2015 at the age of 30 at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where they performed the hits Roar, Dark Horse, Teenage Dream, California Girls, and Firework. She also performed I Kissed a Girl with Lenny Kravitz, Get Your Freak On, and Work It with Missy Elliott, while Elliott performed Lose Control by herself. This halftime received 3 Emmy nominations that included Outstanding Short-Form Live-Action Entertainment Programs. That made it Perry's first and so far only Emmy nomination. It also won in the other 2 categories for Outstanding Costumes for a Variety Program or Special and Outstanding Design. We know what made them give the show outstanding costumes, don't we? It was those darn sharks. After that, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga performed solo with no other guest performing alongside her, and she stole the show in 2017 at the NRG Stadium in Houston. Of course, she performed Bad Romance and Telephone, along with God Bless America, Poker Face, Born This Way, Just Dance, and Million Reasons. It was because of this show that Million Reasons re-entered the Hot 100 at a new high. The song went on to get a Grammy nomination for Best Pop Solo Performance, and the show received 6 Emmy nominations, more than any other Super Bowl halftime show in history. What else do you expect from Lady freaking Gaga? This was her 3rd of 4 Emmy nominations, and like Beyonce, she hasn't yet won an Emmy. Come on, Emmy voters. For this show, Michael Bearden was nominated for Outstanding Music Direction. Now we have Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. The 2020 halftime show caused a great stir among everyone. Jennifer Lopez and Shakira headlined the show with Bad Bunny and J Balvin. There were many songs that the two performed, including Shakira's Hips Don't Lie, Dare, La La La, Whenever, Wherever, Chantaje, and Waka Waka. Lopez brought her own heat to the stage with On the Floor, of course, Booty, Ain't It Funny, and Jenny on the Block, along with many others with their guests. Fun fact, the halftime show occurred on Shakira's 43rd birthday. She got a belated birthday present from the TV Academy when both she and J-Lo received Emmy nominations for their insanely good performances. In total, the show got 4 Emmy nominations, including Outstanding Variety Special. And lastly, Rihanna. Who doesn't know Rihanna? She of course has been one of the top hitmakers in pop music since she landed her first song that became famous, On the Replay, back in 2005. She was just 17 years old when that song became her first top 10 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, as she collected 14 #1 hits on that chart too, as well as having 2 #1 albums on the Billboard 200, and has even won 9 Grammys along with so many more honors. So yeah, she's clearly pretty amazing, like duh. So is it a surprise that she's gonna headline the next Super Bowl event that'll happen on February 12th, 2023 at State Farm Stadium, Glendale, Arizona? Nah, the guests haven't been revealed yet, and neither do we know what the set list is, but we know for sure that we're gonna love every moment of it. That's it from our side for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or thoughts about all the female musicians who have headlined the Super Bowl halftime show, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.